All right, welcome back to Turnbull Garage. So today we're going to be working on my son Riley's Nissan Frontier. What year? 2010?
2010.
2010 Nissan Frontier. And what we're going to be doing is changing the front wheel bearing on this truck because according to Riley, it's shot. So we've got a new wheel bearing and let's go ahead and get it changed. Okay, so we're already into this. What we've done is removed the axle nut, which is a 32 millimeter socket with an impact, nice and easy. It's got a cotter pin that was in there, and just removing the bolts off the caliper bracket. We're going to pop that off. There you go. It'll slide right. Oh, it might be a little tight. There you go. All right, we'll get some penetrating oil on here. 4 bolts. Get the bottom under here. That's plenty. Holy Jesus. Okay, so luckily for us, the axle is actually loose inside here. It's not seized. If yours is seized, that'll be a challenge. This one is nice and free. So we're going to be able to actually just undo the 4 bolts and slide the whole bearing right off and then push the new one on. We don't have to undo any suspension or anything, which is super cool. And but we do have to disconnect the ABS sensor. So we'll follow that back. So the connector for your ABS sensor is up here on the shock tower. And we'll just unclip all that and remove the wire. The new plug has got a new clip, so we're gonna rip that thing out. The new one has got a new clip on it. We just got to take this connector off, which is a bit tough. We got to squeeze that little prong right there and pull it out. All right, we got this plug out. It was really tight. I don't know if someone's tried to get this off before at some point, the previous owner, and that plug is a little bit mangled, but it should still work. But anyway, go ahead, pull that wire out now. And then we'll get, just pull it out. It should come out now. And now we just got to get those 4 bolts undone. 17 mil. Yep. All right. Breaker bar. So the nuts for the bearing there, they'll be tight, or the bolts I should say. Was that one loose?
No.
Oh, you're just trying to get it on there. Do you need an extension?
Nope.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, so you'll find if it's easier if you turn the wheel one way to get the one side and then turn it the other way to get the other side. Getting the last bolt out. There we go. Now the only thing you have to do is this wire has got to feed through the the shield there, so just be careful.
Will it pop out?
Yeah, probably have to get it. Let's get a hammer. We'll just give it a little tap. Because we're not using this again, we'll hit it with a hard ball peen hammer, but hit around the back side there. It should. That's good. That's good. You got her. Oh, the shield comes off with it. Okay, so that's good. So that'll slide off your axle, and wire will come through. There you go. One bad bearing. So the only thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna clean up this bore nice. That's why it was there's some dirt and crap in there. We'll just go in there and get that a little bit of sanding and get that nice and clean. Listen to this. That was your bad bearing.
That was the bearing.
Oh my God, that definitely would have been noisy.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a bit of wet and dry paper and just cleaning that bore up just a little bit. Wipe it all down, give it a bit of anti-seize, and then we'll put the new bearing in. So I'm just gonna go around, get all the crap out of here, clean the splines. I'm gonna clean it off with some brake cleaner, and then we'll put some, like I say, some anti-seize in there. We've also taken a file and just cleaned this face. There was a bit of a dinger right here, I think where someone previously tried to remove it and jammed something in there. So we just went with a file and took the high spots where there's a bit of rust in that. So that's all cleaned up. Okay, we're just gonna put a bit of anti-seize on there. I got the splines cleaned up. We'll put some on the splines, a little bit on the bore, a little bit on the face, so that the next time someone has to change this bearing, although it's gonna last forever, isn't it?
It's gonna last forever.
Yeah, we put it on, it'll last forever. And just hit those splines a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. This part will be a little awkward. I'm gonna hold that way.
Hold on. This is gonna like this.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, that's got her. Slip a bolt in. Okay, we edit that out. I gave him the wrong bolt. I gave him the caliper bolt, it wouldn't fit, but there you go, that one bolt. Just get it started and get all four in there and then go to town on it. There you go. And just put the bolts back in. I don't know the torque spec on this.
Have to look it
For
up.
this part. Yeah, it's just tight. I know the torque spec for the axle nut. But these ones, in my experience, I just do them up tight. Probably about, maybe 100 foot-pounds, something like that. 100 might be a bit much, maybe 80. Okay, with the bearing installed, we're going to go ahead and route the ABS wire back up and make a connection at the top. All right, with the new plug in, next thing is go ahead and throw the brakes back on, so the rotor, and then slip the, this could be fun, but yeah, slip your caliper back on. I got the caliper back on, tightened up. Riley's gonna go ahead and spin the wheel straight, and we'll do the axle nut. Okay, so we're putting the axle nut on, and looking at the card here that came with the bearing, you are to torque it to 101 foot-pounds, not 100. 101. So we're just going to loosely do this up. That's good. Now you're going to want to take the screwdriver and jam it in the rotor against the caliper so that the wheel won't turn when you tighten that. Yep, just like that. Little trick I learned a long time ago. All right, you got your torque set? Yep. 101?
101.
Not 100, 101. That's it.
That's it. Cotter pin.
Yeah, now you know what? This cotter pin, I'm not 100% sure. I bet you're supposed to put a new axle nut on there. It has a hole in here. It doesn't make sense for me to have a cotter pin because it's not a castellated nut. But that said, we'll put one through anyway because it would keep the nut, if it does come loose, from backing right out. And then you'd hear a noise because the spindle will probably be flopping around. So we'll put a new cotter pin in there. I honestly don't think it's supposed to have one. So if you know, put something in the comments. I suspect that's the case. Spacers on. Get the wheel on. And then you get the joy of putting on the stupid lug nuts that Nissan likes to use. The stupid little short lug nuts are a nightmare. Okay, so there you have it. That's what it takes to change a bearing on a Nissan Frontier. Really easy. We were pretty fortunate that the axle shaft actually slid inside the bearing. If yours is seized up, that's going to be definitely way more of a challenge. You're going to need some kind of a tool to press it free. But yeah, we were lucky. But what do you think? Pretty easy?
Pretty easy. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for this video. A really quick one. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. And if you haven't done so already, think about subscribing. But yeah, that's about it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Have yourself a great day.